I'm not sure about you, but I enjoyed watching that game. Manchester United beating Arsenal 2-0. That's the third game this preseason. That's 3 wins. That's 3 clean sheets. And I didn't actually expect that today. I expected it to be a much tougher game. But Kobbie Mainoo, the real deal. Declan Rice. How much? Erik Ten Hag has this team cooking, man. We've got Andre Onana to come in and make his debut in the next full team game against Real Madrid. The youngsters are going to be playing against Wrexham. But, I mean, look, there were so many positives from that game. I'm going to run through every single one of them. You can let me know what you think in the comments below. But I'm not surprised, okay? Because I went into this preseason and I had all my hopes and expectations that Kobbie Mainoo was going to be the breakthrough star this year. But wow, man, he's just mature beyond his years, isn't he? And that game there today against Arsenal, you saw Kobbie Mainoo kind of open up a bit. That pass over the top, I think it was to Sancho in about the 20th minute or so, got the assist for Bruno's goal. You saw the expansive side to his game. He is not just going to, if he makes it into Manchester United's first team, and let's be honest, man, look at him. He's ready for first team football. In a game where, as I said, we played Lyon and Leeds, and now we played Arsenal, and they're playing Havertz, they're playing Rice, they're playing their full-strength team. From the beginning, Odegaard there, 2 in the middle. And who's the midfielder who steals the show? It's 18-year-old Kobbie Mainoo. Yes, it's pre-season, blah, blah, blah. You can say what you want. That was the toughest game that he has been put in so far, and he passed that test with flying colours. Oh, boy. Oh, what do you mean? It was only about 1 midfielder there today, and that was Kobbie Mainoo. You can say it was about 2 midfielders, actually, because Bruno Fernandes got the goal. Captain, can I say, Bruno Fernandes got the goal in that first half. And I just think overall, Manchester United in both halves, really, really impressive. I would say the same thing about the Lyon game. Impressive. Even more so for the fact that it was a full switch in that second half. I'll run through the teams that happened that was in first and second half and run through more the individuals. But a completely different outfield 10. But still, we controlled the ball. So much control in that game. I'm so excited. Sorry about that, Declan Rice. I'm so excited by Kobbie Mainoo. Really does. He just stands out. He's not just going to be another youngster who breaks through and makes a few appearances. But look, Bruno Fernandes getting that goal. Should Ramsdale have saved it? Yeah, he probably should have. But Captain Bruno, there was something I saw during that game, which I'm sure you did as well. Look at this, right? This is Erik Ten Hag at half-time arguing with the 4th official. Bruno Fernandes is like, nah, man, come on. Out you come. Come on. Save yourself. Save yourself. That's Captain Bruno being the captain. Ten Hag has always said that he sees some of his own personality in Bruno. That's why he's been chosen as Manchester United's new permanent captain. And he was great last season. I found it weird that I have to defend him to some United fans. But I tell you who really did impress me for all the right reasons today, and I think deserves some real spotlight here, is Jadon Sancho. I think he has looked a little bit sharper, and that goal that he scored, ball over the top, it was that Dortmund Sancho, that acceleration of pace, sprinting away from Saliba and Gabriel. They couldn't catch him. Wonderful finish as well. Just he looks a little bit deft. I don't know the right way to describe it. Lighter on his feet, more on his toes rather than on his heels. But that goal there, brilliant from Sancho. We all hope that this is the season where Sancho just, like, there he is. That's the guy that we signed. And it really was a wonderful goal that I think will do him the world of good from a confidence perspective. And there's something else that stood out for me in that first half, right? This is what Erik Ten Hag said before the game. We don't do friendlies, all right? I know right now they're doing a penalty shootout. That's the most American thing in the world. Why would you possibly do a penalty shootout regardless of the result? I don't care about the penalty shootout. We've probably beaten Arsenal twice, to be fair. Anyway, Ten Hag said this before the game. We don't play friendly games, and I'm pretty sure that Martinez got the memo. I'm pretty sure he won the ball, but he went in heavy. And he started scrapping. The yellow cards come out. Never change, Martinez. Never change at all. Absolutely love the bloke. And it's just, I'm I'm so excited about what this team could do this season. I'm not expecting us to win the Premier League. I'm not expecting us to win the Champions League, but we're going to be back in the conversation. I can trust this team now, hopefully, to start competing in these games, and I can't wait to see it. And I'm so happy we got Martinez. But yeah, in that first half, right, lots of good standout. I thought Tom Heaton deserved some stripes. The ball over the top that he played, I think, to Kobbie Mainoo for Bruno's goal. Ten Hag turned around, looked at him, celebration. He was pointing it towards Tom Heaton. He goes, "Yeah, we need more of that." And I can't wait to see Andre Onana come in. But like, if you look at the team in the first half, as I said, I'm focusing on Kobbie Mainoo. He was that standout guy. But in that second half, completely different team. Obviously, we saw a lot more of the first team players. You saw Rashford there, Casemiro coming in. By the way, Casemiro was wearing the captain's armband, so maybe it's going to be vice-captain Casemiro. But it's somebody I've definitely got to give credit to. Both of them, in fact, Maguire and Lindelof. As I said, the whole team changed, and I think Arsenal still had their full-strength team on. Still, they didn't really get a foothold in the game. I thought in the first 25 minutes, we couldn't really play through Arsenal's press. And I kind of felt that was going to lead to issues, but it was that ball over the top from Heaton, Mainoo to Bruno, the goal that changed it at that and made it a little bit easier for United to play through. But in the second half, Maguire, I've said it. I think Maguire with Onana behind him is probably going to be a more confident centre-back. It doesn't change the fact that I would like Manchester United to sell him. I would just like Manchester United to sell him. Move him on. But he looked good in that half. Lindelof looked good in that half. And as I said, every single one of those Manchester United players, really, to a man, looked good. Wan-Bissaka in that first half. Man, Wan-Bissaka. If there's anybody that's made me eat humble pie, it's him. I said there was no chance he was going to work, but he's working as the inverted fullback. He's obviously got to work on the final product, and I think we can all agree that Anthony falls into that category as well. Anthony's, I think, had that chance after 4 minutes and just spooned it wide. He does need to work on that final product. Got 8 goals last year, but he's had his first season now. He's going to have to work on that final product. And Arsenal fans don't care about this game today. This is Arsenal fans in the stands after getting into a scrap. To be fair, I'd be fighting with my fellow fans if I'd have seen that performance from Havertz in central midfield. He was absolutely woeful in midfield. Hopefully, Amad Diallo's injury wasn't too bad. He went off. I believe Pellistri came on for him in that second half. I hope it's precaution more than anything else, because that would be a real shame. And I'm not ashamed. It would suck. It would absolutely suck. I'll tell you what, all this excitement I've got about seeing Ten Hag with this team, seeing Kobbie Mainoo and just seeing what he did to Declan Rice, and that man, Kobbie Mainoo he's the real deal, man. Seeing Bruno doing that, we've got this man to come in and make his debut against Real Madrid. Obviously, we've got the Wrexham game beforehand, but that's going to be the youth team. Johnny Evans is going to be playing there. Isaac, Hansen, Aaron, all the other youngsters who didn't come to this section of the tour are going to be going to that game. That's going to be played on Wednesday morning. Anyway, sod knows, early in the morning. But the next day, Real Madrid. That's where we're going to be seeing Andre Onana make his Manchester United debut. And when you see how everything seems to be coming together, last preseason was just purely about getting rid of the pain and the scars from the Ragnick era, getting the preseason fitness in, and starting to implement the philosophy where possible. This preseason is about building on the success of a trophy-winning team from last year, bringing in new signings. Mason Mount there today. He kind of ended up playing like a bit of a double pivot with Mainoo. Sometimes he was a lot deeper than he has been previously. But just as a team, we worked today. And Bruno, the return of Bruno was big. Really, really was big. But this preseason, it's not just about, getting rid of the damage from the previous season. It's about building on what we've done previously. And now you're starting to see the footballing philosophy, I think, will start to blossom. And this man is going to be the difference maker. This is where you're really going to see that change. But there's absolutely no doubt, sorry, Declan, didn't mean you, that this man is man in the match. Kobbie Mainoo in a midfield against Rice, Havertz and Odegaard, he shone like a star. Not like an 18-year-old who's just maybe going to be breaking into the first team. I'm enjoying this preseason so far, man. Bring on Wrexham. Bring on Real Madrid. 3 wins, 3 clean sheets, 6 goals, 1 star. You let me know what you think in the comments. I enjoyed that.